Now, the sharpening itself. I'll start with my bevel knife over here because it's really the easiest way that you can sharpen your knives and get a really good result. And I'll use the diamond stone over here to illustrate. Starting on the fine side, you'll see that the hollow here makes it a lot easier to do this on either side. What I want to do is keep it flat, completely flat on the stone. But you have to understand that sharpening is essentially removing metal. And the only way you can get your knife sharp is to remove metal such that the very edge will be as thin as it can possibly get. So you want the actual edge. By keeping it flat, you make it easier to do the motion because there's no wobbling. It's flat, it's always dependable. However, this Pisoni knife, when I bought it, it was not hollow, but it was not very good either. It was not flat. It would actually curve a little bit towards the outside, giving a necessary wobble, and that's why I hollowed it out. Now I know that the only parts to touch the stone are the outer edge and the cutting edge. Of course, I won't touch it with my fingers, huh? So because I know the outer edge and the cutting edge are touching the stone, I know that I'm sharpening my edge correctly. So I don't do things in a complicated way. I just make sure that it's well positioned and I keep going. That's all. And I keep doing that for a little while, 4 or 5 strokes. And then I turn it around. Again, I want it flat so that I have an outer edge here, the top of the bevel, and the cutting edge against the knife. So here we go. I don't have to worry about wobbling. And in my book, I explain about the angle. Well, the angle in this case is the bevel itself. So if I put the bevel flat and I just stroke it against the stone, I know that I'm getting the correct angle. I don't have to worry about my wrist. I don't have to worry about tools or anything like that. I just put the edge straight on and it's all done. Now this, the rough part, I don't do very often on this knife. I don't need to. The fine part I'll do much more often. The purpose of the rougher part is just to get the metal going, just to clean up whatever nicks and scratches might be in there and get a nice flat edge. So here I'll do it now on the fine side, and this is the part that takes away what I call burrs, des bavures en français, and it takes away the little burrs or the little teeth, and it really gives it a nice finish. The finer the stone, the finer the teeth. I say getting rid of teeth, they're always there, but it makes the teeth a whole lot finer. And if you do this enough, I hope I'll do it enough here. Okay, you should be able very carefully clean it up. You should be able to get something that'll shave off the hairs. Now, it is shaving off hairs, but it's doing it with much more difficulty than my razor here, of course, because it's a much thicker blade. Still, if then I do the same thing, again keeping it flat, if I do that on my Arkansas hard, do not confuse it with an Arkansas fine. Again, flat. This I might have to do quite a long time though, because there's a significant difference in finish between the diamond stone and this stone. But I should be able to get, yeah, it now shaves a lot more easily. This, at this point, is an excellent reed knife. Most people will probably find it too sharp as a matter of fact, but I'll demonstrate that in another video.